final day of my life. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watson on third down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. 8 read.
You got 3 down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. From his goal line here, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Come on, fellas.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way.
He's got a man complete. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
70, Indy, General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Here's Minshew, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
6-6, pull it out, head over.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across. His body. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to avoid him at the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. On first down, Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. What a spin. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Houston. A 62-yard punt return. And the Texans push further out in front. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You ain't got nothing. Deuce. Check 26. Check.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jones. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson out to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball to try to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. This is Stills on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Out of the gun, Watson. Behind top. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dobbs, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. On 3rd down, Dobbs. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 39, Dobbs. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Showing it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Dobbs. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now, Watson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to